morning, ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages. It is our last morning at Olympic National Park. We are on our way to
Rialto Beach.
The first few miles up until the rock with the hole in it is supposed to be just a casual beach walk. You know how sometimes you're kind of surprised because you get somewhere a little quicker than you expected to? That has not happened on any of these roads. We always feel like we've been driving forever. It was the longest 25 miles we've ever driven.
Wow, listen to it. Don't hurt nobody with it. Oh.
Oh, stones like this I want.
A little further down. Yep, there. Yeah, don't pry them off.
To get eaten through your butt.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's stuck. Look, it's Michigan on top. You see that? That's Michigan.
I see it.
Oh, it's good.
Man, this is some of the coarsest sand I've ever seen. Ow. Ow.
Cool.
Ow.
Rialto Beach in town of Forks area is known lately for
The most terrible movie of all time.
the Twilight series, which I don't think was terrible. I liked it. I'm just waiting for werewolves and vampires to come out. Gotta watch the series again because I can't remember much about it, but I think there was a beach fight scene. Maybe that's here. I don't think we've ever been on a beach quite like this.
This is definitely hard to walk in. It's like very soft, but grainy. And then it changes to this, and then to this. This reminds me a little bit of Lake Superior.
Yeah.
What was the...
Well, up around Whitefish Point.
Yes.
I was just saying that we hadn't seen a beach like this before, but
No.
Lake Superior actually was pretty darn close.
See? Is that the hey?
Hey!
Little bitty hermit crabs. Oh, you're tiny.
So we're walking along, and I know there's no way you're gonna see it, but up towards the top of one of these trees is a bald eagle. There are actually two of them that came kind of flying in at the same time. I only see one now. Cindy's over there with her camera. I hope she's getting a shot of it.
Bald eagle. Right there. I hope you can see it. There he is. Right there.
If I didn't know any better, he's eyeing up Jasper. Pretty sure he is. Boys, stick close to Jasper. Jasper, you better stay close to people.
What?
He's waiting for you to be alone.
I know.
Carry you off.
We're having crab for dinner, folks.
Cute. Touching his butt.
See an anemone about that big? It's like whatever. I forgot what it's called. Like the Devil's Crevice or something. I don't know. Well, that's it for the Devil's Butt Crack. Hope you guys find it at Olympic.
Why do I get it next?
Because I've been carrying it.
Yeah, but why doesn't Owen get it next?
You're here now.
I have to say the hike to Rialto Beach is very impressive. We've had a good hike. Cindy asked if we were going to take lunch out here, and because of the length of the hike, I said, nah, it's not necessary to take lunch. We'll leave it in the car. Now that we're out here, I wish we had lunch with us. Bring lunch with you. Make a day of it. If you're reading the reviews and you're wondering if you're capable of the hike, a couple of comments. I mean, what you see me walking on right now is 3/4 of the hike. There are a few sections where you have to walk through those stones that you saw in the beginning, and it's a little difficult because the stones give and your ankles are flexing a little bit, but that's the worst of it. 50% of the hike is very easy. 50% of it is somewhat not easy. I don't know if that's a good description. So our time with my nephew Jasper is coming to a close. Tomorrow we'll be meeting up with my family in Seattle and Jasper's parents. He's a good kid. We had a good time picking on each other. He can give as good as he takes. We're gonna miss having him along with us. He really added a lot of personality to the trip. Has always been willing to have fun, and first one to jump up when we needed something done. A lot of times did things without us even asking, and played an active role. And there goes an eagle flying in front of the rock, and it's gone before I can turn the camera.
Now that I'm looking at it, looks like a massive crab claw.
It does?
Look at it.
Hey, it does. Massive crab claw.
We have a hermit crab outside of his shell.
What?
His shell got caught in an hermit.
Is that a hermit?
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like a spider.
His shell had got stuck in an anemone, so he pulled right out of it. He looks like a scorpion.
Yeah, look at him. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Found his home, finally. And I put him right next to his shell. So I hope he gets back in it.
Mom, the boy said we had snacks.
What else is in there?
Cheddar original.
Should be a water for everyone.
Really, you brought water?
Water for each person.
You can't have that whole thing.
Was he doing what? Just like a ragusa.
What? I'm not giving you more.
Sea otter, right there. Not an otter, a seal. Seal looking at me. Where'd he go?
This year's trip is going to be, and already is, pretty spectacular. We are about 3 days away from boarding an Alaskan cruise. Look at this little guy. Hold on. Hey, what you want, a treat? I think when they see people come and go, they know stuff gets left behind. We knew that we were biting off a pretty big chunk when we planned this trip. It's going to be about 8,000 miles by the time we get back home. And so I know some of you have been watching thinking, well, yes, you saw Lake Tahoe, but you spent a day there. You didn't really see Lake Tahoe. Or you saw the redwoods, but you only had 2 days there. You didn't really get to experience the redwoods. To those thoughts, I would say, yes, you're right. And we wish it could have been different. Did that make the trip unenjoyable? Well, it certainly felt like we've done a ton of driving. Was it worth it? Most definitely. And to those people questioning that, I would suggest, as I've heard, KYD has said this plenty of times, start where you are. And that goes not only for equipment, but also for the time you have available. You know, if you only got a certain amount of time and you say, well, people tell you, well, you need more time than that if you're going to do the Oregon coast. Do it however you can do it. It's worth it. Even 10 minutes out on this beach was spectacular. Trips are what they are, and they take on their own sort of personality based on lots of variables, and time is one of them. It would all be worth the drive if it ended right now, but fortunately it doesn't. It feels in some ways like it's just getting started. So thank you so much for being with us through this part of season 5. If you appreciate the effort that we've been putting into this channel, which really is just a labor of love, 20 years from now when the kids are grown, and just leaving behind a legacy of our time together as a family, that's what's important to me with this channel. And sharing it with you is a huge bonus. But I think ultimately this is for our boys. When a bald man leaves his hat in the car because it's cloudy and looks like it's going to rain, and he's not going to need his hat, right? Well, when you leave it in the car and then the sun comes out, this is what you do, because burnt scalp is no fun. Yeah, it does require a bit of confidence in your masculinity to pull this off. I've already got a few compliments.
Good girl.
Thank you, son.
You and Dad decided to go past the curtains which marked the trail.
Darn!
And you guys had to walk another mile.
We would have. We were going to walk all the way down there.